2021, market's humming along, everybody's doing it. I want to get me a condo in that Toronto city where everybody's a millionaire. Come into my office, bought yourself a condo. You paid, let's keep the math easy, $750 for a 1-bedroom plus den of 750 square feet. Let's just keep the math easy. Paid $1,000 a foot. Fast forward, time lapse. The market is where it is. Reality, lights are back on. We're in 2025, July. The market is the exact polar opposite of the environment that you bought in. Over the last 3.5 years, you put down, as a consumer, 20%. 2 times 7.5 is 15. $150,000 is sitting in trust with the developer. The appraisal comes in, and your appraisal at your beautiful new condo comes in at $600,000. But now what happens? Now it's worth $600,000. So I lost $150,000. You go to the builder and say, hey, builder, I can't afford this. Builder will say, congratulations. Why are you talking to us? Maybe you should see the bank or your parents or your friends. What are you telling us for? Not only can I not close on it because the interest rates are triple, when I bought this, they were 2%. Canadians are stress tested at prime plus 2. So that's not true. That's just people trying to find a scapegoat, because I believe very much in accountability as well. You can take your finger pointing and beat it, because if your value of your condo went up, we wouldn't be having this conversation. All of a sudden, everybody's a genius. So what happens? The builder says, not my problem. So to the consumers listening, there are options. Are they pretty options? The answer is no. Does the builder want to see you not close? The answer is no. They can't resell that thing. So somebody has to take the hit, and that somebody is going to be you, the consumer. What the banks have done with a blanket appraisal program, which I personally believe is market manipulation by the
It's
banks.
insane.
It is, it's fraudulent, it's market manipulation.
It's like '06 kind of shit.
It's painted as a helping hand. It's a lot to unpack. So the blanket appraisal, which is the beautiful helping hand of a few of the big banks.
I think RBC's
100% RBC is the ringleader. However, so this beautiful reaching hand of a blanket appraisal accomplishes what? It is financing you, it is offering you money for a mortgage based on your purchase price. They recognize the APS, knowing fully well that it's anywhere between 5 and 15% off price. That's the true market down. We're not talking quarters of million, well, maybe in some cases, but again, 5 to 15% is what the market has been shifted by.
Okay, so this is where I start to get a little bit tinfoil hatty, because, you know, when '08 happened and everyone was like, oh, Canada was rock solid because they always stuck to those, 80-20 loan to value ratios and everything like that. And now what's being marketed as a helping hand with blanket appraisals is essentially our biggest financial institutions, our big banks, RBC being the biggest, is knowingly taking on bad debt.
So no. What they're doing is, I wish it was that, because it's not. The good folks at RBC are not that dumb. The good folks at RBC know stats and they know probability. And what they're doing is, I want you to understand this. I'm going to paint you as a high rise and you are a developer. You are Adam Developments Inc. RBC has lent you $300 million and you built a condo. Now it's time to close and all your customers are running for the hills. What happens to my $300 million?
Right, they're protecting their investment.
So what they're doing is they're doing a transference of liability. Let's chop this up into 350 little boxes. And now let's make 350 families liable for it instead of one. You're a corp. You go down, their debt goes nowhere. Gone. Even if it's secured by other assets, I don't give a shit. But why don't we instead put it on 350 families? Because out of 350 families, I can tell you that 340 are gonna fucking get a second job. They're gonna do what they need to do to not lose everything they have.
So you're saying now the bank has the ability to put the liability onto them financially so that they can put liens on their primary address or whatever it is.
You're personally guaranteed. It's a mortgage.
Right.
It's a mom and pop mortgage.
Easier to go after them than a builder.
It's 100% easier to go after them. It's every right. It's a mortgage. And this is why I said it's ugly. The other option is to be a capitalist. You bought it $750. It's not worth $600. Sounds like you fucked up. Capitalism, that's the risk and the reward. The last 20 years, you put down your $150 and it would create another 50, 100, 200, doesn't matter. But that was the risk you were going to take. So the other answer is ugly, but at least it's real. What options do you have as a consumer? Now let me give you some advice of what you can do.